Do you want to hear about a Sunday miracle? This is a true story, happened over the last week, and it's witnessed by a highly credible individual. My friend Brian, who wrote The Immortality Key, was there the whole week. We were up there at the Monroe Institute, and he had asked me, hey, how is this session for you? And we were supposed to be learning Focus 10. It's a really simple exercise, and I said, well, I don't need to relearn what I already know. So I spent the whole time in our check units just kind of praying for the health and healing of some Navy SEAL buddies. And this entity that I'm very familiar with, we have history, came in, and I just started bawling because her energy just makes my heart explode. And I start to lose my words when she's around. Okay, refocus. So I told Brian what I was doing, and I had no idea if it was going to have any effect or not. And a day later, we got an update from my buddy Ben, who wrote a chapter in my green book about our trip to the Amazon jungle. And because he's been paralyzed, he re-injured an old injury that he had in the SEALs, and he's been in bed for the last year with no hope of ever walking. And so I told him that I spent an hour just like focused on his healing, and he sent me a text back. He's a man of few words. Sometimes I send him stuff, he doesn't respond for 2 months. He goes, man, great timing. I need some of that energy right about now. So I just let that sit. He didn't give me any details. 36 hours later, he sent me a text, and I'll have to paraphrase because it's on my phone. He said, hey man, doc reports that my hematoma that was threatening his life at the worst, or threatening one of his legs at the best, is breaking up and being reabsorbed by my body. And I thought, fuck yeah, that's awesome, for the win. And I thought that was great. And I was like, okay, awesome. We got that healed up, and he's going to be able to go back to his physical therapy, etc. And I just got a text from him an hour ago. And he's like, I don't know what's going on, but in the last 48 hours, I started getting sensations back in my lower body to the point I can feel where you touch anywhere on my skin. And he goes, feels like my body's just kind of asleep and tingly, or it's just asleep. He goes, that's unreal. And they scheduled me to transfer to the spinal injury unit, where previously he wasn't qualified for the spinal injury unit because you got to have a positive prognosis, or at least hope, and he didn't have any. And now he's got some, and now he's moving into this spinal injury unit. And the entity that drops by is, she's named Sophia, and she's one of the 7 spirits of God who was with God before the universe existed. She and Jesus are real tight. Written out of history. Her name literally means wisdom. In Greek, she's the wisdom of the universe. And she's all about compassion. And by the way, she's the source of these algorithms that are going to help us get compassion into AI. So shout out to her for the win. Just thought I'd share that with you, because reaching out into non-local consciousness, where the complexities of intelligence exist, to where other beings and divine creatures can and do exist, works. Asking them for help works. So take a moment to silence your mind and listen to making better relationships with that energy. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.